Hey guys, welcome to a new video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to do some email marketing, how to create an email marketing campaign for your blog. And this is going to be crucially important. I think if you guys clicked on this video, you might not know maybe the benefit of using email marketing. And effectively, imagine having social media like an Instagram or a Facebook or a YouTube or whatever, and all your subscribers on there can access your content and you can access them 24/7. One of the cornerstones of being an effective blogger and being good at what you're doing is creating email marketing campaigns and setting up the whole entire system to be automated, whether it be from an e-commerce standpoint or from a connecting with your viewers standpoint. So in this video, when you guys go out there and you start your blogs, this is a crucial aspect to the business that you need to understand, and you're going to use this video, save it for later when you start your blog. Follow this step by step. Okay, we're going to give you everything here. This is effectively a masterclass episode. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So this is a website I have for a client here where he's selling an ebook, and he's also selling a printed book, like a hardcover, and he's selling a membership area. All right, and one of the things that we're doing for him here is we're creating an email marketing campaign to capture leads, okay, and turn them into customers. And one thing we're doing is we're offering a free sample. So effectively, when somebody enters their name and email here, they're going to be taken to the sample area, which is going to look like this, okay? And they're going to be able to access the PDF. So they're going to be able to download a sample of the book, and they're going to be able to listen to a sample of the audiobook. So I actually do want to show you that, the sample of the audiobook right here. Let's see if you guys can actually listen to it. Let me see here.
Embracing Stoicism.
Hold on.
A guide.
Let me fix my audio settings here. Okay.
To true fulfillment. In the pages of this book, we embark on a journey into the heart of Stoicism, a time-honored philosophy that has guided countless souls through the trials and tribulations of life. For centuries, the Stoic teachings have provided a beacon of wisdom, illuminating the path.
And there you go. So you're listening to a live example of what the audiobook sounds like. And so when people enter their name and their email, they're going to get this free gift, and then we're going to have like promos and things like that will send them to the actual products. But with that being said, we're collecting their emails so we can connect with the sellers. Again, we can give them more value over time. So how do we go ahead and do this? So here on Rocket Web Builder, if you're familiar, Rocket Web Builder is the place where we build all our blogs. You know, I'm not saying this because I use the software or have the software. I'm saying this because it's genuinely, in my opinion, the best when it comes down to building this stuff. But especially for the price too, like what you can do and things like that, very effective. But regardless, that's not the point. We're using Rocket Web Builder to make this happen. On Rocket Web Builder, we have emails and automations button. What you're going to do is you're going to click on this. Now what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to connect your domain. So the way you're going to do this is go over here and click campaigns, and you're going to start by creating your first campaign, right? So we're going to have an email blast section. Now the email blast, the campaign is going to be in response to or adding to someone to your platform. Okay, but before we do that, we actually have to create a verified domain, right? And I'll show you how to create the campaign, the automations, all that. But first, we have to add a domain. So here's the domain of my client. You could see here, I already have it purchased and everything taken care of for him. And we have to verify the domain and authorize it. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do it. So first of all, let me delete this so I can show you how this works and take it from the top. So when you're at your website and you want to do email marketing, right? You have your form or whatever. You're going to click this email and automations button. Then you're going to click on settings. Then you're going to click add domain. You're going to add the domain name. So his is bastoicman.com, right? Just like that, and hit submit. And then we have the domain. And then you're going to have this information, okay? To access this information at any time, you just go to settings, show DNS settings. That's it. And we're going to add this information to our domain name. And the way we're going to do that is access our DNS settings. So I highly recommend all the time you buy your domain names from Google. I don't get paid for saying that. I'm just, I find that they're the best and the easiest to work with. There's other websites like Namecheap, HostGator, Bluehost. I mean, there's so many. I personally have had terrible experiences with them. I'm not going to go into the stories, but very, very bad experiences. Just as a quick example, Namecheap is a company that I bought a domain name before, built up a website, made it great, did the SEO, everything. And then I realized Namecheap was internally blocking certain people from certain countries to access my website, which created a huge, big problem for obviously my people, and so that's why I had to change things. So that was just a little FYI. That's why I go with Google. Google is the best. All right, I'm gonna go over here and click DNS. Okay, DNS, and then I'm gonna click Manage Custom Records. All right, and what I'm gonna do is click Create New Records. I'm not gonna delete the records that I already have. I'm gonna create new ones, and I'm just gonna look here, and it gives me the instructions of what I have to do to verify. So here it says Verify Domain. To verify the domain, add the following text record to your DNS. So great, this is a text record. All right, so I'm going to go over here, go over to type, and then scroll down and find the word text. So it's the last one, TXT, boom. Now it says here to authenticate your emails via DKIM, right? So DKIM, and add the following CNAME. So I have to add a CNAME, right? That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go over here and add a CNAME, okay? And I'm also, I don't think I can create a DKIM here. Yeah, I don't need to create a DKIM. I'm good. So all I need to do is create a text and a CNAME, all right? So let's go ahead and create the CNAME first, a little bit easier. But we have our name and we have our value. If you're watching this, you have to find the host name, which goes here, and the data goes here, aka the value. All right. So let's go ahead and click on the name, and we just copy. We don't have to highlight anything. We just hit this button, and then we just copy and paste it here. So this is the name of the CNAME. So I'm going to go over here, CNAME, and paste it just like that. Okay. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back and copy the value right here and paste it here. All right. So I'm have the value. Great. Now what I have to do is add the text. So the same thing. I'm going to either add an @ or leave blank. So in my case, I'll add an @ right here. And Google will tell me if I don't need to add the @. Okay? That's just a little, little thing. And then I'll go ahead and copy this to the clipboard for my value and leave it here. Okay? So now I have all my information. And then I'm going to hit save. Once again, if I don't need it, it will say leave this empty if you mean blah, blah, blah.com. So I'll leave it empty, and I'll hit save. And there we go. The information is now added. Now, what happens is whenever you're using a domain name tool like this, it's going to have some time to propagate, okay? Servers can be updated every 2 to 4 to even 24 hours. So that's something you want to be aware of. So with Google, like I said, things are very, very quick most of the time, but there are other companies, like, for example, Namecheap, not to throw them under the bus, but honestly, they're just not that ideal. It took like 2 days for it to work on their end, but for Google, it's super quick. So over time, I can go over here and I can click refresh status, and it will show me if it's verified or not. Right now, it's probably not going to show that because it's literally like brand new. It's been just a matter of time. So it's not ready yet. It says pending. But as long as this is added, I know that my content is going to be delivered accurately to my readers. Okay? What happens is if you don't add this information, when you try to deliver emails, they're not going to be sent to the people that you want them to be sent to. Okay? So that's important. And like I said, you can refresh this over time, review it, etc., and it will show the status over time. Okay? Now we can add things like our company name, things like that. So his is joey@beastoicman.com. That's his company address or email address. And this is actually, this has to go here, first of all. We have the default sender, not sender name. We have the default email, okay? Must be a verified, don't worry, this section here, this like red text, I have to add essentially a verified domain, but our domain is not verified fully because, like I said, servers have to propagate. And the address, I'll just leave this blank for now. So blank for now. You're going to add your own address here. So he's going to have to add his own address, but let's go ahead and hit save. Okay. And then we have the default system email, and that's going to be the same thing. So I'll just leave this here. All right. And once again, it has to be verified. These emails have to be verified. And so the domain, oh, wow, look, it was actually pretty quick. So you could see here, it's already verified. So once again, guys, I didn't expect it to be that quick, but there you go. All right. Now, for the sake of this, let's go ahead and actually go in and create an automation now. So first thing we're going to do, let me delete every kind of automation we have here, is if you're creating an e-commerce store, you will want to create certain types of automations versus others. However, for our case, this is not just e-commerce, but that we're selling a members area and we're selling content, really. That's what we're selling. So we're selling a book. So we're going to click create automation and we're going to click blank automation. And I'm going to call this the email sign up free. Okay? Or free sign up. We'll just call it that. Free sign up. No, none of your readers are going to know what this is called. This is just for you internally to understand what you're getting. And I'll just write here sample. Okay? Or what you're offering to people. So now I know that this automation that I'm creating, right, the one that I literally just titled it, where it was titled free sign up sample, okay, is I'm going to directly relate it for this. And I'll explain what that all does in a second, but just wait on me here. All right, so here we'll go to emails and automations. We'll go back to our automations button, and then we're going to go ahead and work on our actual automation. So it says here, the trigger, it says click to edit your automation trigger. So what is going to be my automation trigger? It's going to be what is going to make this system start sending emails for me, whether it be add somebody to the list, a tag is added, property is changed, abandon their checkout, etc. For me, I'm going to go over here and add somebody to my list. So I don't have a list, okay? I have a default list, but the default list, I like to segment my audience. So I'm going to create a list here, and I'm going to call this free product or free sample sign up group, right? These are going to be the group of people who signed up for my free ebook selection, right? And hit sign up. And then I'm going to hit confirm. So essentially what I'm telling it to do here is the trigger will happen when somebody selects or is entered into this group. Okay, so that's going to be the first set. So it says, when do you want to start this automation to start? Okay, and I'm going to select contact, when somebody joins. Okay, so now it says here, you currently have one trigger. Now you can create multiple triggers. So I can have multiple triggers. So let's say I have this free product. That will be one trigger to get people to start sending them a certain chain of emails. Or let's say I have another trigger of, maybe they changed, maybe a tag is added to them. Maybe they came from a certain website, or maybe they're abandoned their checkout, whatever the case may be. In my case, let's keep it very, very simple. It's that whenever somebody signs up for my free little thing, they're going to receive now a trigger to start sending the emails. So now we have the trigger, but we have nothing else added. Now we have to start actually adding content. So first, let me hit save. Then I'm going to go over here and hit add. And we're going to immediately send them an email. So I'm not going to add a delay, but I'm going to immediately send them an email. So here we're going to send email, right? And what we're going to do is the sender name is, let's just say B Stoic Man, right? That's the email name, or the person who's sending it, or the company, or whatever it is. And I could actually, make it all one word, right? So just like this, okay? And then the subject. So the subject is your free sample, okay? And I'm going to hit start building email. So now I have all these different email configurations that I could work on, okay? Templates, all right, and from scratch. So templates, I don't have any yet, okay, because I never created a template, but for this website at least, I do have on other websites, but this is built-in templates that Rocket Web Builder has provided to you, right? So rocketwebbuilder.com, go ahead and sign up, okay, free trial, do the whole thing. You can go ahead and jump in here and get this done, all right? And so here, right, we have a whole bunch of different stuff, and I'm going to go with something pretty basic. And now, something that I will say is, when you send emails, guys, is you should want the same style of template every single time, because you want people to start recognizing you. I'm going to keep it super basic. I'm just going to go with just text, like straight up text. And I'm going to add text. So like I'm going to have to add the email here. So I'm going to say to access your free sample of embracing stoicism audio book and PDF. Click here, something like that, right? Now this is butchered, like this does not look good. I have to do editing, I have to do all that kind of stuff, like I have to edit the text, I have to make some grammatical errors, but you get the point. I'm gonna go ahead and hit save here, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm sending them to, let me go ahead and save, I'm sending them to this page, okay? So I already have the page accessed, which is called my sample area here, sorry. I have that page access, so it's called Embracing Stoicism Sample Area. And I can see here I titled it already in my SEO settings. So page SEO right here, the URL handle, okay? Now that I know that where it exists, I'm gonna go back to my email and automations. I'm gonna go to my automations here, click on it, okay? Click on the free email, edit the email, and I'm going to add the link here. So something like click here, or click here, something like that, and then I will, once again, I have to edit the grammar. I'm just doing this for you guys to see how this works. So I'll go to pages, page groups, sample area, and boom, Embracing Stoicism Sample Area. And by the way, I did create this folder of sample area pages. So if you don't know how to do that, I'll show you how to do that real quick. You just go over to your builder. So this is where you have your pages. You go over here to pages, you click add new, and then you go page group. And then you get to move any page into a page group. So for example, I have a group here of members area. This is where our paid customers get access to all the different content, right? And so I could do that by just going to any page, hit the settings, show settings, and then I go over here to page access, group, and then select the group. In my case, I already have all that taken care of, but email automations, all right? Go back to automations, and here finally, all right, the email section, all right? So now, we sent them the free email. What's next? Okay, we want to continue with our readers, our email list. We want to continue nurturing them. We want to keep giving them free stuff, free bonuses, free everything, so that we can keep providing them value, right? At the old point, that's the whole point of having an email list. You provide them value so that if you can offer them something in the future income related, they can benefit off of it, right? So we'll go over here and we'll add a delay. Okay, because what I need is I don't want to send them 50 emails at once, right? Remember, the first trigger was when they joined the email list. Now they're hit with an email automatically. So now what I'm going to do is hit a delay. And the delay is going to be a certain amount of time, okay, for me at least. So here I have a certain amount of time, and I'm going to add 24 hours or 20 hours, something like that, right? So 20 hours, boom, okay? And it will be 4 hours earlier than when they originally had signed up because it's 20 hours, right? So that's my next delay, 20 hours. Then I'm going to go over here and hit them with another email. So the email is going to be right here. Now we have to talk about what that email is going to be. It could be a free video. It could be a whatever. So I'll just label this second email, right? And this is the subject. So this is the subject of what they're going to see in the email. If you guys are familiar, when you send emails, you have a section that says subject, okay? And then here, the sender name, obviously, Be a Stoic Man, right? Because that's the name of the brand, okay? And then I'll just hit start. And then we'll go with the exact same template and so on, right? And I'll hit save after the email is created, boom. And then once that's all done, you hit save. And then what you could do is you turn it on. So just like that. Just turn it on. And now you could see here 0 completed because I don't have anybody in the email list. As soon as somebody now joins my email list, that's when it will start sending. But how do you get someone to join? Well, that's the thing. The first thing you have to do is you have to create a form. So you go over here to add widget and you search for a form. So we have search, embed, all this kind of stuff here. Here we scroll up, lead generation, form. You drag and drop a form. So you can go like this, okay? And then you select what parts do you want the form for the person to access. So we have the name. That's not as important. All you need is their email pretty much, okay? Subject, delete the subject, message, delete the message, and their email. I had name and email, but really, truthfully, guys, it doesn't matter, okay? Now, if you want to not have to create the form necessarily, guess what? We have blocks for you here. So add block, and you go to any one of these blocks that include that information. So hero, here is a form here as well. So there's different purposes. Another form here. Here we have services, right? This is a different one. Doesn't include a form. Call to action. Okay, call to action. Boom. So you're telling somebody, sign up to whatever. Here, contact us, right? That's a form. You just have to configure the form properly. Another form here. Another form here. All right. Image and text, galleries, checkouts. So many, guys, so many. But when you get the form, this is what you have to do. You have to click on the form, you edit fields, and you add or remove the fields that you want. Then you have to go over here into settings, okay? And then you're going to have a email marketing connection. So connect to email marketing, hit select list, and then add the list that you just created the automation for. So here we have a list called free sample sign up group. That's the list that I selected earlier. Do you guys remember? So I hit confirm. And then that's pretty much it for the list. Now anybody who signs up here is going to be automatically added to the list. Okay. And then here we can actually show them either a thank you message or a go-to page. A lot of people are scared of like collecting fake emails. And so they say, oh, we make them go to a certain page that says check your inbox. Then they go check their inbox and all this. That's fine. I personally just send people straight to the sample. I really don't care. At the end of the day, if they want to buy the product, they will. If they don't want to, they're not going to. That's just what I do. I send them straight to the content. And once again, edit settings, you add your page here. This is your thank you page, or aka the page that they're going to be referred to right after they hit the submit button, and they're automatically entered into the email list. That's it. It's that simple. And then when they're added into the email list, they're going to go through this automation flow. Okay, now let's go ahead, and you can see here, this is the data behind the flow. So it's going to show you the total amount of users entered. So let's just say you had 5,000 total users. Let's say 4,000 people completed the flow entirely. So every single email listed, and then who are still in the flow or being added, etc., are going to be here. Now you can have a goal. You can create a goal of the email. What's the goal? The goal could be anything. So it could be if somebody's added to a new list, if a tag is added, etc. Well, how do we, let's say, for example, let's just say we want them to buy a product, okay? Well, I can add a tag to that individual, right? So let's just say I have a list of 5,000 people. Some of them are free people. Some of them people actually bought the product. How do I know who bought and who didn't? Rocket Web Builder is currently actively building new features. Okay, they're coming soon. But how do you do it through a tag? You could do it through a tag like this. So select, click add a new tag, and type in customer. Okay, and hit submit. Then what you want to do is you want to go to your product, right? Let's go ahead and hit save here. Go to the product that you're selling. So in this case, store, and go to products. And then you go to the actual product, and then you tag anybody who's purchased the product. Does that make sense? So in my case, I have a member group here. And my member group, right, is instead of basic members, I'm going to go with paid, hit confirm. And now that's a certain kind of member. All right, they have that kind of tag. And I can go over here and hit tag customers, and I'll hit edit tags, and I'll add customers. So effectively, any person who has purchased this product, which is our members area for the product, is going to be tagged with the customer tag. So if some people sign up to this free email, right? So where is it here? Campaigns. If somebody signs up to, automations, if somebody signs up and they achieve the goal of becoming a quote unquote customer because they're tagged automatically when they become one, then it's going to show here the goal percentage, how many people became customers out of the whole entire email list. Not of your whole entire website, but out of the whole email list. And it will show you how effective that is. Now, the reason why this is important, and we had this added into Rocket Web Builder, is because you can compare now the effectiveness of different lists and different emails, right? You can see which one's more beneficial, which one's more profitable for you as a business owner. And that's kind of the whole aspect here. So you guys got to learn how to run a blog as a business. Most people on YouTube are not teaching this. Most people are not going to be able to teach you how to set up the email, how to do it properly, how to segment audiences, how to actually write the emails, things like that. Why? Because they don't know how to do it. This is where real business comes into play. Your email list, your email list is going to be the most valuable asset to your business, because what happens is we impute a value of about $1 for every 20 to 60 emails in your, every $1 to every one email visitor for every 20 to 60 emails. Okay, so let me explain. So if you send 20 emails, right, to let's say 5,000 people, well, that's $1 for every person through 20 emails. The more emails you send, the more value there is. Let's say you send 500 emails, well, then that's actually a higher impute. It's not $1. I think there's like a chart on this that tells these statistics. I think it's like $19 or something like that. But the point is with what I'm saying is that this is a fuel source for you to provide yourself income all the time by helping people and creating a community around your content. Okay, so that's the whole point of doing email marketing automation, an advanced way, and how to do it effectively for blogging and how to actually make money doing it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. And once again, all of this stuff is all done through Rocket Web Builder. If you want to check it out, go ahead and check it out. Let's go ahead and see here. I think email marketing starts off with one of these packages. I think this is the minimum. Let's see here. Yeah. Free marketing email. If you're going to go with the Blogger package, I could actually double check. Excuse me. I'll make a separate video on it. Even ask me in the comments, but I think, I'm not sure. I think you can start with this. I really don't know. I have to double check, but I think these plans and up are where it's better for email marketing. But yeah, it's built in for you, and you guys could go ahead and enjoy. If you don't want to use the internal email marketing, which I wouldn't know why you don't, I mean, it's pretty much the best out there. But if you don't, you could go over here to website settings, and you can click on applications, click add application, and there are other email marketing applications that you can add to your website. All right. But once again, the built-in one is by far the best. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out. Bye.